module. That is end user module. Okay, just I want
Okay.
to, yeah, that is also actually we have been implemented in VIM, but I'm
Okay.
working as a end user only, not in a full stack developer. But I want
Okay.
to know, just that's the very interesting about the PO and non-PO, these exceptions, etc., etc. That's I want to involve me. That's just I want to join all this stuff.
Got it, Venkat.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice to know you.
Yeah.
I'll just the reason I want to know is that so there will be two trainings like in a kind of one is a kind of a functional training which already who has an experience. So I need to go and tell them differently. If people are coming from the background of AP users or end user side, I need to give in more details. That's the reason I want to know. Thanks for your introduction. Any other person
Thank you.
wanted?
Good
Right, man.
morning.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, someone is like, yeah, go ahead, please.
No problem. You can speak. I guess Sohail has went to mute. You can speak then
Okay,
later,
okay,
Sohail. Yeah.
yeah, okay, okay. Yes, Mahesh. Yeah, good morning. This is Anjaneyulu. I'm working with the TCS. I'm working in FICO module since 5 years in with SAP Pico with a client is an Xperia who is the semiconductors manufacturing. There I
Okay.
audit the VIM module also some of the basic these things. Other than that, I don't know. I'm new to the I'm new to the VIM. So I
Okay.
wanted to know about the vendor invoice management, how it is working like that.
Sure. Got it, Anjaneyulu.
Yeah.
You already
Yeah.
have a FICO consultant. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
don't worry. I'm also a partial FICO consultant, so I can guide you in this VIM perspective also.
Yeah, sure, Mahesh. Thank you.
Yeah. Sohail, you can continue.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, this is Mohammed Sohail, and I'm having 11 years of experience into P2P as an end user. So I worked in different support like invoice processing, vendor master, and PO creations, and total activities from end to end. And also, total it was my journey was from starting to ending like in SAP ERP only. I want to learn about the VIM so that I can enhance. It will be helpful to my career. So that's why I came here, sir.
Sure. Got it. Remaining Badri.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, all.
Go on, Samal.
Yeah, it's Badrinath. Right now, I'm working in LTTS as a SAP PM consultant, and recently I was working on MM also. So that I just adding my additional factor as in a VIM, so it can be helpful for my future investment to knowing what the process will be going. So I just want to know the things in how it's going.
Sure. Got it. Sorry, someone, Sudhakar, you were speaking, right? Yeah.
So good morning. From the last 7 years, I am working in AP, procure to pay, end to end. Yeah, this one, sir.
Okay,
That's
so most of them are kind of an in this batch. It's like more of a kind of an AP end user. Some people have experience on FICO and MM and the PM courses. So I'll tell you one thing. So I was also kind of an 10 years or 50. Let me introduce myself like in a clear way. So I was started my career as an AP processor. I worked for 4 to 5 years, and after that, I was a consultant. I worked in big four companies, and right now I'm working in a consulting company. I don't want to reveal my company names. And I have worked on the different clients like uh, retail sector and manufacturing sector, and total I have a kind of an 9 years in VIM experience, and as an end user it will be like in 14 years of experience of total. I have 15 years of career and experience in that, and I have an exposure in FI also, accounts payable. I'm also like a P2P guy in starting days of my career, and later I was into kind of an VIM consultant long back, 9 years back, something like that. So this is my small introduction about myself. So let me go into the kind of an introduction about the VIM, and so what I'm going to cover, and So if you have any understanding problem in English, I can tell you in Telugu, or if you Hindi also, it's fine for me. My Hindi is little bit not that much, but you can speak any language. English and Telugu are more comfortable, but Hindi also I can speak. So it depends on your comfortability. I'm okay with any language. So the reason I asked about all your introductions and everything is that, so I need to help you guys to understand what's VIM, and what is the benefits of VIM, and everyone have their own exposure in different modules. Let me share my screen. Mm, I'll just give you a brief about you. Let me know if you are able to view my screen.
Yes, we
Yes,
can
it's
see.
visible.
You can start. So today I'm not going to show you the SAP system, or if you need anything want to see or something. So most of you guys have already been into SAP exposure. So um, I want to tell you the words of VIM and what is the company name and everything. So currently, VIM is the product of OpenText. Okay. And OpenText has a kind of a nearly 14 to 15 modules. ECM, different modules. If you see OpenText website, for every digit, every letter, they have a some other application, which is like a more into kind of an AI machine learning. So in VIM, we call it as VIM, but there are two things in the VIM. First is a kind of an OCR part, and second is VIM application. OCR part is like an nothing but optical capture recognition. Okay, and VIM is a kind of an workflow based, and it includes of MM, FI. Okay, so in OCR part we have applications like ICC.
Mahesh, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. Could you please
Mhm.
make it a big one? That the screen is very small.
Oh,
Very small.
sorry. Just a second. I'm just trying to. Okay, it's my because of my. Okay, let me share another screen to you. I guess it's because of my. Mm, let me know if you are able to view my screen.
Still, it is small. It's not
Uh,
that much. Yeah.
if now is it like an. Okay, is it fine now?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So in OCR, current it's like an ICC, BCC, IES, IC4S, and currently CC4S also is there. Okay. This is the kind of an OCR applications which VIM OpenText has provided for the VIM module. Okay. ICC, BCC are kind of an old versions. Currently, only projects who are using and they don't want to upgrade in VIM, they want to use this particular application. I mean, some because of the budget or something like that, they are still using this ICC and BCC applications. But in coming days, so no, everyone will be preferring IES, IC4S. Currently, 24.4 is the one latest version which we have used for capturing the data and for invoice processing in normal ways. So these are next. Coming to the VIM part, there are currently we have a kind of a 24.4 version, and ECC in ECC I guess it's 7.7 version I guess latest ones, but I'll be teaching you guys with the kind of 7.6 version, and I'll also give an exposure on. There will be nothing kind of an difference between the versions, but there may be a kind of an feasibility of options which is better, like an just like an Amazon cart, you selecting of screens and everything. That's only the um, differences in the versions. And some, if it's like an OCR thing, is it's like an capturing the data. That's a kind of an advantage we have on that. Remaining things, everything is a kind of a normal. So coming to VIM, are you guys are aware of entire VIM screens and everything? How many have used VIM till now as an AP process?
Yeah, we are using, but there is a resolve, not OpenText. Actually, resolve we have been developed IVIMS. So that is the VIM itself, but OCR also we are capturing the invoices, capturing the invoices. That is a through business mails.
Okay.
So
So
business mails we are using. Yeah.
yeah, in previously also there are some applications tools like Akritiv and Glue, or some business made applications. If you work in Genpact company or something like that, these are the some small applications they used to do for OCR capturing of invoices data. This is a kind of a small, and Akritiv is a kind of an Salesforce application. So this kind of an applications were already there, and every company has a kind of an their own build up tools for OCR, but VIM is a kind of an entirely different one when we compare with other applications. So OCR part, suppose everyone knows what are the major things on invoice. Can you tell me what are the major points what we need to observe in invoice?
You're talking about exceptions, right?
Not exceptions.
No,
Exceptions is
need
like
to
an
take bill to address and invoice number,
yeah.
date,
Yeah, invoice
yeah,
number, GST,
quantity,
So
rate of
yeah.
and
So
payment term.
so you basically every invoice will be kind of an JET format.
Yes, PF like PDF or
Any invoice or something like I'll try to get some show you some of the invoice. So maximum invoices or will be like an JET format. JET in the sense of letter. So here bill to address, invoice details,
yes,
details of the quantity, product, and bank details, all will be
yes,
like a JET
like
format.
letter writing. Yeah,
Yes, just like in letter writing, as you said. Thanks for giving a nice example. Letter formatting,
mm,
invoice always will be in JET format. So when they are
okay.
good in JET format, these two applications, ICC and BCC, are good in capturing the invoices in template based. So ICC, BCC is kind of an applications where suppose in an invoice, I'll write a bill to address invoice date or something like that. Then it's like an uh, details of the invoice, bank details. I'll zoom in, guys. Just a second. Bank details, like an here amount details. So see, basically invoice always will be having these major fields. Okay. In ICC,
Yes,
when you capture the data, bill to address here, if we receive the same invoice from the same supplier or any supplier, it will look only bill to address as here. And invoice details like this here. And details of the invoices and everything, it's always, it looks like an template. So if this is a template, I'll look onto this. The application was not like an template based learning, and it will always go search on this here. And if it is not there, if person needs to update the details there, after updating the details, it will just whenever then there is a kind of a next invoice comes, it will only search on this particular here details here itself. Whereas new applications like IES, IC4S and CC4S, these applications are like an machine learning and artificial intelligence is there. So machine learning is how we discuss on this. Like here, if details of invoice is in second page, if you train the invoice for 4 to 5, it will look details of this invoice here, not here. There is no template. If you teach here the bank, instead of bank details, these are the bill to address. It will consider this as a kind of an bill to address, but it also checks whether this is a kind of an bank details or bill to address. If it is not, it will search in other areas of the invoice where the bank details are mentioned. So in the way system is a kind of an, we can train that where exactly the details are there, and going forward, if we receive an invoice from the same supplier, always system looks into the correct exact data and try to give an accurate results. But there are some kind of, and see, suppose if there is a kind of an some clients I have worked per day, there might be a 4,000 to 5,000 invoices in a day. So 4,000 to 5,000 invoices in a day is like an validators, invoice processors might be 30 to 40 people. They might train the invoices like a differently. Okay. On that exception cases, it's difficult. Other than that, it will give you 90% of result in these particular applications. IES, IC4S and CC4S. Okay. And now, if we were not talking about IDOC, artificial intelligence and everything, right? Now comes into the pictures of IDOC. And all of you guys are, most of them you have seen the invoice processing. What is IDOC is a question mark. Have you seen, heard about IDOC channels anywhere in your current system, company applications?
Yeah, IDOC, we are, yeah, just, yeah, here, I just, maybe I'm wrong or I don't know, because as an
Okay.
user, I hear IDOC is, see, the invoice comes to the business channels, like, mail, okay. From
Okay.
there, the medium to capture, there is a medium, is the IDOC.
Okay.
Like the
No, no.
interface, one
The
kind of
medium channel,
interface.
as a medium
I think
channel, yeah.
where vendor they submit their invoices in this portal. I think.
I'll tell you. Actually, we call it as an SAP terminology and everything. We call it as an IDOC. Actually, it's called as EDI, Electronic Data Interface. Okay.
Okay.
So electronic data interface is like an, now most of the companies are going for EDI channels. EDI channels might be IDOC, e-invoicing. These are the new concepts which are coming into the system. This might be IDOC, this electronic data interface is only not restricted to only for invoices in the sense of accounts payable. It might be useful for POs, it might be useful for other applications for accounts receivables who we need to send an invoices to the customers. Both anywhere, EDA channel is entirely different. Electronic database is like an booming up. What is the EDA? Suppose how it goes is EDA. Suppose I'll create it to, I'll show you some kind of a mapping here. Bill to address. Excuse me. Bill to address. Okay. There will be some technical name in SAP, and we will be having a segments and qualifiers in IDOC level. So these are the things. So suppose you will receive invoices in XML format. In XML format, there will be like a multiple details of XML is nothing but like an Excel. Excel, you might have a kind of an 100, 200 invoices, or there might be different format. And nowadays, all these XML files into convert into kind of and different formats like HTML, not sorry, XML, and coding script, like a coding will be there, coding, and back end there will be a kind of a coding. There are some applications called as Talent, Ariba, there are some multiple applications are for EDA channels. These all like an Ariba and everything. These will be coming in the kind of an payloads. Payloads in the sense of there is a kind of an supplier will send in a kind of an Excel format. Excel format into it converts into XML format. There will be a backend. There will be a coding, and based on that coding, so everyone will receive like an payload. Payload is nothing but like an one just ID. Suppose everyone nowadays, everyone, if we try to register or do something, there will be a reference number. Like it's just like an payload ID is nothing but reference number for that particular payload which we received in the invoice, for that specific invoice. Sorry. So for all these things, there will be a mapping. So mapping will be like bill to address. Everyone are aware of school. In schools, we used to match the following, right? We'll just draw diagrams like randomly, scramble sentences like in the same way. Bill to address, we will be mapping whatever the coming in the invoice. This bill to address needs to be mapped to this particular field. We'll be having some technical segments and qualifiers. I will go through in depth when I'm covering the IDOC segments. Okay, IDOC thing. And if I say invoice date, yes, invoice date, for date there will be a separate field for that, and you'll be filling that. For bank details, there will be a separate segment and qualifier for that, and we'll be mapping as bank details. So now everyone says that these two IDOC and ICC and applications are like and different, and this should not come. But in VIM, it is same, because every configuration related to IDOC, ICC, BCC, IES, everything we do in a particular T code in a different way. That's /OTX /PF, sorry, /OTX /PF00_IMG. This is the kind of an T code for the configuration of all these things. Okay. Now, good with the OCR part. Can I go for the next stage? If you guys have any questions, you can ask me.
Sir,
Any question?
that payload part, can you repeat once again?
So payload part. You want to understand what is the payload meaning, right?
Yes, yes.
So payload is nothing but a kind of an, okay, I'll tell you like in detailed way. Payload is a file, actually file which supplier sends in Excel. Okay, these will be converted to XML files. Once XML files XML files come into the system SAP, there will be a payload ID created for this particular XML file. For every invoice, suppose if Excel has 100 invoice invoice details, there will be a payload ID generated for depends on the configuration. Payload ID for 100 invoice details, or payload if suppose one supplier sends one invoice details, it will be also having a payload ID. So VIM perspective, you always deal with a kind of a different knowledge on this here. So payload ID should be there. You need to recognize the payload ID, what it is exactly. Its reason is that in backend there will be an applications like mm, Talent, Hariba, different EDI, API channels will be there, applications will be there. Those application guys need to have this payload ID. If any changes needs to happen, what are the calculations on the invoice needs to happen, everything will be done in the payloads. This is not a kind of an application. This is only called it as a payload ID, which are coming into the system with a one generic terminology like an payload ID. Okay, this is only for the IDUC channels. Most of the IDUC channels will be having the payload ID. Got it? Do you want more
Yes, got
explanation? Got
no,
it, right?
got it, sir. It's like a payment batch file.
No. Don't consider payload means nothing but a different like a payment batch. It's not like that. Payload is a
Okay.
kind of an one document which has a kind of an ID on that particular document, XML document.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like
Okay,
group of invoices into
invoice.
there
There
will be
might be a
one ID.
group of invoices or might be single invoice also.
Okay. Okay,
Based
understood.
on the configuration on the business requirement, it will changes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Someone is asking another question.
But the invoice comes in Excel it rarely. Most of the invoices we received in PDF file only.
Yes, there is a before you see the PDF, there is a background work we need to do, not as
Yes,
an
yes.
VIM consultant. Okay, there are other
Okay.
applications teams who will be working on these particular ones. The reason I told you giving the talent and Ariba is because for talent there will be a Java coders or Java or Python or some other coding language will be there. Coders will write the code, this bill to address. You see PDF document, right? If you
Yes.
see PDF document, there will be a background, there will be updating this bill to address should be
Okay.
considered as bill to address, and there will be a smart form in SAP where ABAP who is from the ABAP team, he will create a smart form based on the payload ID Python code has developed. ABAPer will create a smart form, okay, that helps to develop convert this particular coding into PDF document.
Okay. Okay.
Nowadays, you don't need a kind of an supplier needs to send an invoice to us in a PDF format. With the XML
Mm.
coding, XML file, the XML files have coding with the help of Java Python coders. We just receive a payload ID, and with the payload ID, there will be a kind of an smart form. Uh, smart form is nothing but creation of any format file to PDF in SAP system. Got it? So there will be some kind of a code in SAP. We have a smart form kind of a concept. Only ABAPers will know that. Okay, if we need to change anything PDF, it looks like a PDFs. So two things, guys.
Okay.
Smart form PDF will be entirely different. It will be like
Okay.
a basic details like PDF, like um, just normal lines. It won't be like in different suppose some suppliers will send a kind of a logos, logos with a kind of an brand highlighting colors, images and everything. But in smart form, they will just map. This is the description. I'll also show you some examples if I get the chance to. In servers which we have, we might not show you, but I'll try to provide you some, at least some sample screenshots of how it looks like and everything. I'll show you. Okay, so it will be like a small PDF, like just a template letter drafting will be there, right? So just normal like that, it will be a system we can do that. Okay, it's not a big deal. I'll show you once we get into the in detail concepts. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Any other questions before moving to Vim?
Clearly, nothing.
Nothing, right? So now I'll come to the Vim concept now. So Vim is, everyone says it's vendor invoice management. Yes, I also say that it's vendor invoice management only. But one thing is Vim is like, I'll make this to one screen. This one. So for AP process, know the pain. 10 years back, when I try to process an invoice, I need to open SAP screen here. I need to open another PDF here. I need to manually update the details. Even I have a glue applications. I use the glue applications, accretive applications. I need to open this particular one, and again I need to look onto the SAP applications. Even have you heard anyone heard about Kofax? It's also kind of an OCR application.
Yes, image view.
Image view. Kofax also kind of an OCR application where uh, it evolved. I'll come to that now. So I need to look onto that. This particular Miro screen invoice details, everything I need to look onto like that. So later, some better than the Akriti Salesforce glues, Kofax kind of an application came into the system. If I see the invoice and all the details and OCR recognizes something, and if I just select what else the fields and directly it goes into the system and gets posted if all the details. That's kind of an application also came. But whereas Vim is entirely different. So sorry guys, let me have some water. And the struggles we faced in a kind of and previously is like for us, PO invoices will be there, non-PO invoices will be there. Other than this type of invoices, have you guys heard any other things? Every invoice, most of the 99% it will be like PO invoice, non-PO invoice, and other if might hear as a different, it's a down payment invoice. It also has a kind of an PO and non-PO. Most of the times down payments always go with the kind of an PO invoices only, but it's a kind of setup. I will explain you all the details also. So other than this kind of a down payment or non-PO invoices, any other invoices you heard?
No, sir.
Sometimes scanned invoices or something.
That's a scanned invoice is nothing but a PO, non-PO. Even if it's
Oh,
scanned, it should either have a PO or a cost coding details. So I'll come to the parts then. So PO always have a PO number. Okay. And PO number, where do we get? Suppose like in modules Ariba. Previously it was like an SRM applications. We get the PO numbers. For non-PO invoices, how do we get that? We need to process invoice and we need to send it for approvers. But how the approval process was previously is like, I need to open invoice, I need to look onto that, and I need to send an email to the approver to approve it. Once approver approves, I need to attach attach mail in SAP, and we need to process in Miro or B65, anywhere you can process. Sometimes it's like an F-42, multiple T codes, and most of the times now everything is like in Miro and FB65. Now it's entirely different. For any non-PO invoice, you will see here, you will just look onto that. You will have a option called as an apply rules. If you have all the details, you have updated everything, within a one click, it will go to the approver. And approver might be, I'll come into VIM terminology later. Approvers might be 5, 10, number of approval, might be one approver, single level approval, 2 level of approvers. There might be different number of approvers for single invoices. So all can with a one click, invoice will approve, but they will be doing coding, updating the coding details. Coding details in our terminology is nothing but GL, cost center, tax codes, depends on the requirements of the companies, they will go that. Tax code, and there will be some determination fields which needs to be populated or updated, then invoice will go automatically for the approvals. Now VIM is like, we have an option of smart coding. If automatically all these fields will also be populated in the SAP screens. Okay, so VIM always looks like an SAP screens only because SAP acquired OpenText. So, and they have a kind of an 49%, 50% stake. OpenText acts 51% or something, that I'm not clear on percentage of how, but SAP is entirely linked with OpenText, and everything is, you see, is a kind of an SAP screens also. With the help of this smart coding, again, this is a kind of an IDOC based channel comes, where just like in all the invoice details, you will be also having a coding details, GL, cost center, and tax codes. All this will be coming into the system, and these fields will be populated. And now AP process doesn't need to process any invoice also. It will directly go to the approvers without any exceptions. If there are any exceptions, suppose like these particular details which I showed you are not accurate or any discrepancies are there, then it will stop onto the AP processor bucket. Otherwise, PO or non-PO invoices will directly get into the posted stage. Posted, you means everyone knows posted, right? So that's it comes with an FI accounting document. Once it gets cleared, document, once a FI document, accounting document is posted, invoice, it will be included in the payment run, and it will be paid to the supplier. For all these things, configurations and everything, we need to go to one particular T code /opt SPRO. If anyone are from SAP background, they might heard about SAP RO, in these two codes. So here in these two codes, there is a one common point. It's like an OPT. If you see any OPT or OTX, it means that Open Text Company T codes, which is linked with the SAP. Okay. So these all the configuration we will do in Spro, how it needs to be done, everything. Then I'll go into detailed classes and everything, how invoices will come into the system, how we need to configure, and how we need to do a proper settings for invoices, going for PO invoices, non-PO invoices. What are the business requirements? Now there are from starting 5 last 5 years, it was like an only VIM. There will be a specific standards we used to do that. Now if you see recently from past 5 years, everywhere there will be a different of customization, and based on the client requirement, in PO also you see, in the PO side also you see a different type of PO invoices separately, non-PO invoices also. For non-PO, in non-PO there will be a kind of an interform invoices, separate creation of separate channels for that. Multiple things are there. I will go through you guys and slowly, because if I go on one thing, it at least take 1 or 2 hours in a day of explaining everything. So I'll go slowly. I'll make you to understand easily, so that who have a kind of a trouble in, understanding the functional configuration which we need to do as an AP processor, you might have, you need to understand a lot many things. I'll help you guys on that. If you have any questions on Vim part, which you want to know, you can ask me.
So, Mahesh, what is the techno function? What is the technical part in Vim?
So, techno functional or technical part is like in different, Venkat. So,
Yeah, techno
okay,
function
I'll
part is
tell you.
different.
Technical in the sense of we call it as a technical team and everything, but Vim is like an everything is a configuration based.
Okay.
In that configuration, if you want to do anything more than that, then we'll be connecting with technical coding guys and we'll be creating. That's it. Or everything is like in settings.
Okay.
Most of the time it will be settings, and backend there will be a code will be there, that if there any code needs to be done, we will be connecting with ABAP team, and ABAP team will help on the code instructions and everything. That it's like an 90% you don't get chance, but 10% of invoice incidents or defects which you need to work, you need to go with the technical, but you will have a separate team for that.
Yeah. Why I'm asking you, the Z
Uh,
series when we are creating the Z series, we are ZNR example ZNR 27. These are Z series. That means customer series.
Jets. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sorry, your voice is a kind of a little bit low, or let me try to
Yeah.
increase my volume.
Now
Now I
it's
can
clear.
hear you.
Now it's clear.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happened? Why I'm asking you? That's why
Uh-huh.
I'm asking the technical in the sense. Actually, the late before we are there the Jet series. That
Jet
means that
series.
yeah.
Okay,
For
okay,
example,
okay.
ZNRD 27. That's a workflow and cockpit. This we have been created. I mean, we have been developed with the backend team. That is, we
Mhm.
are our involvement will be there. Actually my involvement is very less. That's I want. That
Okay.
is very excited to know what is the thing is there. So is
So
any our
Jed,
path with this?
so I'll tell you one thing. Jed or Y or any other terminology, if it comes in front of a one particular T code, suppose you have heard Miro, right?
Yeah,
If
Myro.
any,
Yeah.
yeah, if any Jed is coming before Miro, it
Mm-hmm.
means some, based on the client requirement, they have done some changes.
Okay.
That's nothing but Vim is like an you any field or field, if any field T code or any custom functionality class or function module for
Mm.
everything. If there is a JED, that means custom. That I can explain you when I'm showing the configurations to you.
All right. That Wim person is doing right.
No, no, no. There will be multiple teams, Venkat. It's not like an
Oh.
one person Vim configuration. See,
Mm.
SAP has a kind of an 20 modules right now.
Correct. Okay.
And in one module, FI module,
Mm-hmm.
we have an AP. In
Mm.
AP OpenText Vim.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. In
Mm.
AP OpenText Vim, in OpenText also they have a multiple modules which we don't. To just pay the invoices, we need an entire setup of SAP, FI related, PO related, and everything we need to have. You can't do everything in all areas. You might see as a JET, you will be connecting with a back-end team, but there in the back-end team, there will be some other sub teams. Based on the requirement, there will be an allocation will be done, and they will be working on it. And the person who will be contacting coordinate with everyone, and he will give it to you.
Okay.
So you will be testing in that. But thing is that backend there will be. That's the reason I asked whether what's the kind of functionality you have worked in the previous companies, in your experience, so that I can explain you all these things. Suppose if there is a one guy, FI guy, I don't need to explain all these details to him, because he is already into SAP field, and he is a kind of an 5 to 6 years. He will be understanding what's the world there.
Exactly.
I'll simply tell you one thing. You will be processing invoices. Do you do the payments?
Yes.
Payment run and everything, you do everything?
No. Everything is I'm not doing.
There will be different teams, right?
Correct.
In the same way, in backend also, there will be a separate teams.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions?
Sir, like the as I heard, like SAP ECC is going to wind up. So right now we are using SAP S4 HANA. So is it this
Uh,
training will be on the SAP S4 HANA?
so don't worry about that ECC version and S4 HANA or version like that. Since screens will be everything same. Okay. And if ECC right now, I guess at least it takes 1 or 2 years. So every company can't migrate directly to S4 HANA. Okay.
Yes.
S4 HANA is like an based on the back end. What's the data, where exactly it's getting stored.
Yes.
In previous versions in ECCs, all the data will be stored in the Oracle database servers.
Yes.
Now,
Yes. Sir. Now it's
Amazon, AWS, Amazon,
yes.
and databases. It's more onto database, HANA Cloud, and everything. You don't need to worry about that. Even if it is there, the screens will be the same, and just like in
Okay.
feasible options. Other than that, nothing.
Okay. Okay. Sir. Okay. And sir, one more dot, like as I'm a fresher to SAP VIM, but
Mhm.
as I explored some job
Mhm.
sites where they are asking about the 2 to 4 year experience and also SAP MM along with VIM. So how far it will be helpful to me as going as a fresher for once I learn this, sir? Can you please let me know?
See, coming from AP processor, if it's like a 9 years, 10 years back, the life is different. If you have small exposure also, there will be the companies who will be hiring big four consulting companies, it will be like. But whereas coming from AP processor, now it's like an everyone wants everything to learn previously and do that. So now you need to do a smart thing is that you need to do certifications. Okay, understand the
Okay.
concepts, practice as much as you can. In interview, how
Okay.
you present yourself is important.
Okay.
So you go there and say that AP processor, I know VIM how invoice
Mhm.
process. It doesn't work.
Okay.
You
Okay.
need to tell them that how much you have learned, what are the things you can explain to them, then they will give a
Mhm.
chance to you.
Okay. Mhm.
Try for small companies,
Mhm.
go for big companies, tell them that. Might be you
Mhm.
don't get a kind of a guy who experienced guy, but I practice these many things. There will be a badge of programs. You need to prepare yourself and tell them that what you guys need to do. I'll tell you simply, guys. After
Okay.
5 years, you don't have any invoice processing jobs.
Yes, sir, that's true.
Even I was an AP processor. I know that some people say that yes, there will be a jobs will be there, but thing is that it will be less.
Mhm.
When we compare with the kind of, and now if there are 1,000 invoices, you need 5 people. Now one person is enough.
Mhm.
That's the kind of, in future that one person also might be replaced.
Mhm. So like what I heard, there will be in consultant role, like there will be implementation project and a rollout and support project. So
Yes, yes.
will they asking me like have you worked in implementation or support project? So how can I show this like it as a, so that's the main
So
challenging part.
I know, I know. You were worrying more about whether you can sustain in interviews or something like that. So,
Yeah.
no, no.
If else sir, sorry to
These are a
interrupt you.
common thing. No problem.
Yes,
Gary,
yes, sir.
continue with your
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, if else I crack the interview also, sir, the main challenging is that like I need to work on the real time so that it will be helpful to me because getting a job anyhow we will crack, but sustaining in the real time that is the main task, sir. I hope this training will gain me real time, sir.
So, training. So, there are two things here.
Yes, sir.
First, training part is training. Okay.
Yes,
I'll tell you
yes,
A to Z. If you have
yes.
a problem with on-job support and everything, there will be a separate on-job support. I'll be supporting on that,
Okay.
but it will be kind of an uh, different. You can
Yes, sir.
connect with Subbu and he'll explain what
Mm-hmm.
is the on-job support and training and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He'll update you on those details. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to worry about that. So you can connect with
Okay.
Subbu and he will be updating you guys all the details on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or even you can also contact me. I'll tell you all those details, how you need to do
Mm-hmm.
and everything that I can take care of that also.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, sorry,
No problem.
like my package is right now, sir, like around more than double digits, sir, like around 10.8.
Okay.
After learning is it is not a good question asked early, but after
Uh-huh.
learning this, so that my at least will I get 40%, sir.
uh, I need to ask Trump on that whether US clients will be in India or not. Okay. Okay. So
Because
because
sir,
thing is,
everyone is everyone is what is working for
see, I'll tell you
payable
simple.
ones.
I'll tell you simple.
Yes, sir.
Now coding can be done via artificial intelligence. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Everything can be done. Once you come into this SAP side, you need to learn lot many things.
Okay, sir.
I guess someone, Anjanelu, you are the one, right? FA consultant? Someone is FA consultant, is that right? Okay.
Yes, yes,
So,
yeah. I'm
yeah.
talking on mute. Sorry. Yeah, I am FI consultant. Yeah.
Now you are working on VIM, right? Going forward, you
Yeah,
might
no,
work on, I mean, you're trying to work on VIM. Going
yes,
forward, you will be
exactly.
working on another functional module also, right?
Yeah. Because of worrying of AI, I'm trying to work on Vim.
Yeah. And Sohail is, you can see, right? Already
Yes, sir.
Anjanel is there, who is already 5 years
Yes.
of experience, still is trying to
Yes.
learn. So,
Yes.
still, until unless you stop learning, you don't
Okay.
see a career. Currently,
Okay.
if you are looking for a job, only SAP has a technology has a job.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that at least for next 10 years, there will be jobs on SAP.
Okay.
In
Mm-hmm.
simple terms, whenever the money is there, finance is running until unless we are into a
Mm-hmm.
war crisis and World War III starts. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
SAP
Yes, sir.
runs. Even after that, also SAP runs because all the finance things will be dealt with only in SAP. Maximum
Mm-hmm.
world is in
Mm-hmm.
SAP. Oracle,
Yes, sir.
Microsoft also brought a Microsoft Dynamics 365. And if you
Mm-hmm.
see simple, I'll tell Tally is the better application than SAP.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to have a good package, good money and everything, you need to enter in SAP market.
Mm-hmm.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
as compared with FICO, so if VIM is a very, I think, as per my knowledge, is very small subject. Is it enough for 40 days training for VIM?
I'll simply tell you, it might take for you guys. Most of them are for Anjaneli. It might be boring, but for you guys explaining, at least it will be like 30 days.
Okay.
30 days, regular 30 days. If there are some breaks or something, it will be like at 40 days. And
Okay.
weekends, it will not be there, right? Only in a day, Monday to Friday, you will be having. So 40 days, count it as an like 40 days, not like in a specific month.
Okay.
FI is a kind of an ocean.
Yes.
VIM is a sub part of FI, but it has an AI.
Yeah. Okay.
AI is the one which makes Vim getting into that. There will be other applications. There are some other applications also there, but right now Vim has a competency of at least for 5 to 10 years.
Okay. Okay. But how is the openings on market as compared with the FI?
So openings are always there. You should never
Okay.
try to join or apply jobs from specific period is August to January.
Okay.
Don't ever try in any company to join in August to January. From February to uh, June, July till August, it's good for searching for jobs.
Yeah. Oh yes, sir. Yes.
So once you come into a kind of an October, November, it's a waste. You will be in
Okay.
desperate. You will be joining with less package, and you will be in a kind of an their control.
Yes. Yes.
So that's I can tell you.
Sir, what is the timings for training for Monday onwards for this?
I would like to prefer to have a kind of an 8 to 9. So just
Morning?
let us
Sorry.
know morning,
Morning. Okay.
morning 8 to
Morning.
9 morning. Or if you guys are okay, because my office timings is 12 to 10. I'm pretty occupied, and I have also another batches to currently going on. So, or what preference you want, just update to Subbu. Subbu will communicate to me, and we will discuss on specific timings or like an 6 to 7 or any other specific time.
Yeah.
I'm
Mahesh,
okay with 8 to 9, sir. From my
I-
side. Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah,
From my
Mahesh.
side, I'm okay with the 8 to 9.
No.
Uh,
I'm sorry, Sudhakar. Actually, my login time is 9 o'clock. Exactly, I have to be in office by 9 o'clock.
oh,
Okay.
That
okay
is
then.
very big, yeah, big complicated for me. It is 6 to 7, 7 to 8 is also okay. Why? Because if I get ready by 7, 8 o'clock, then I'll move on. Then I'll come
Mm,
evening, I'll do practice.
six
But
to seven.
yeah, 6 to 7,
Mm,
7 to 8. Both timings are very good for me.
let's
But
see. Let's Subbu,
Yeah, sir.
ఒక్కసారి వీళ్ళందరితో ఒకసారి మాట్లాడి ఒక టైమింగ్ చూసుకొని మాట్లాడదాం. ఓకేనా? టైమింగ్ డీటెయిల్స్
Sorry.
ఒకసారి నువ్వు కోఆర్డినేట్ చేసేయి.
Yeah. Yeah, Sohel, please contact me. I will agree.
ఓకే.
So that
యా మహేష్ గారు, మన టైమింగ్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి అంటే స్పెషల్ టైం, సారీ టైమింగ్స్ కాదు, ప్రాక్టీస్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది యాక్చువల్లీ? జస్ట్ యాక్చువల్లీ మీరు ఎంత టాపిక్లో మేము ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, మాకు ఏమైనా మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ ఏమైనా కండక్ట్ చేస్తుంటారా, తర్వాత కట్ ఓవర్ యాక్టివిటీస్ ఏమైనా ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తుంటారా? అది
అవన్నీ చేస్తాను.
అంటే మాకు
సో
ఇంటర్వ్యూ పక్కా ఇవ్వాలి కదా, ఎందుకంటే బికాజ్ ద మెయిన్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ. సో దిస్ ఆల్ ప్రిపరేషన్ ఫర్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ. వై? బికాజ్ మనం వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత పిక్చర్ వేరుగా ఉంటుంది. మనం చెప్పిన
సి
పిక్చర్ మేబీ
సి వన్ థింగ్ వెంకట, ఎట్లుంటుందంటే సింప్లీ టెలింగ్ యూ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఫర్ ఫ్రీ. ఓకే,
కరెక్ట్.
ట్రైనింగ్ ఈజ్ డిఫరెంట్. ఓకే, ఆన్ జాబ్ సపోర్ట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్. మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ కండక్ట్ చేయాలంటే ఐ నీడ్ టు పుట్ సమ్ టైమ్ అండ్ ఎఫర్ట్స్ ఫర్ యూ. ఓకే, అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇట్స్ ఎంటర్లీ డిఫరెంట్. ఓకే, సో అవన్నీ సుబ్బు విల్ కోఆర్డినేట్. ఓకే,
ఓకే.
సో హీ విల్ టెల్ మీ వెన్ ద టైమ్, నేను ఎప్పుడు జాయిన్ కావాలా, లేదా యూ కెన్ ఆల్సో కాంటాక్ట్ మీ ఆర్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్. హీ విల్ బి క్రియేటింగ్ వన్ వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్. ఓకే, కోఆర్డినేషన్ అంతా సుబ్బు చూసుకుంటాడు.
ఓకే.
ఓకే, మీ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ప్రిపరేషన్ కూడా మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ నేను ప్రాక్సీ చేయను.
ఓకే.
ఓకే, నేను ప్రాక్సీ చేయను, కానీ అంటే ప్రాక్సీ అంటే నీ బదులు ఇంటర్వ్యూ వచ్చి నేను
అదే
ఇవన్నీ చేయం. బట్
అదే.
ఐ విల్ మేక్ యూ టు ప్రిపేర్ వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ నీడ్. నువ్వు ఇంటర్వ్యూనే ఆన్సర్ చేయకపోతే రేపు పొద్దున్న నువ్వు కంపెనీకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఏం వర్క్ చేస్తావు?
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
ఓకే, ఐ మీన్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ పర్సన్స్. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ బ్లేమింగ్
నేను
ఎనీవన్. ప్రాక్సీస్ తప్పని కాదు.
మహేష్ గారు, నేను అడిగేది ప్రాక్సీ కాదు గురించి కాదు.
సార్, అంటే చెప్తున్నాను, ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా చెప్తున్నాను సిచ్యువేషన్. ఐ టెలింగ్ హోల్ పిక్చర్. Some
Yes,
people
yes.
asking me that.
Mm.
So I'll do that. But ఏంటి అంటే ప్రాబ్లం ఏమవుతుంది అంటే once if you go into the next level of jobs and everything,
Mm.
you will be way troubled like anything.
Exactly.
ఆ ట్రబుల్స్ రాకూడదు అంటే అసలు కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటో తెలిసేంత వరకు
Mm.
సపరేట్గా కూర్చొని నీకు ట్రైనింగ్ ఇచ్చి మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్లో క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏంటి, ఎలా ఉంటాయి, ఏం చెప్పాలి, ఇవన్నీ ఐ విల్ గివ్ ఏ ట్రైనింగ్ ఆన్ సపరేట్ బేసిస్. ఫస్ట్
Okay.
ఏంటి అంటే కాన్సెప్ట్ బేస్డ్ విమ్ అంటే ఏంటి అనేది ఒక
Mm.
సపరేట్ కాన్సెప్ట్, అది
Mm.
నేను నేర్పించేది ఇప్పుడు ఈ సెషన్లో.
Okay.
రిమైనింగ్ థింగ్స్ ఆన్ జాబ్ సపోర్ట్ కావాలా, జాబ్లో జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత మీకు సపోర్ట్ కావాలా, ఇవన్నీ కావాలనేటివి అది డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ పర్సన్ బట్టి కోఆర్డినేట్ చేసుకుంటాడు సుబ్బు. నేను దానికి తగ్గట్టుగా మేము మాట్లాడుకుంటాం.
That is okay. Yeah, on the work support కెళ్ళినప్పుడు yes,
Yeah.
you said right. మహేష్ గారు you said right. ఎందుకంటే ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ నాట్ ఫ్రీ. ఎందుకంటే ఇవంతా డబ్బులు, మా డబ్బుల కోసం మీరు ఎవరు వర్క్ చేయలేరు. ఎవరు
ఆ,
గురించి వర్క్ చేయలేరు. డెఫినెట్‌గా నేను దాన్ని యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తాను. ఎందుకంటే
ఆ,
వీఆర్ వర్కింగ్ ఇన్ ద మనీ మార్కెట్ అండి.
mm,
ఎందుకంటే ఎవరిని మనం తప్పట్టుకోలేం ఇక్కడ. ఎందుకంటే ప్రతి ఒక్క టైమ్ ఈజ్ సో ప్రీషియస్.
yes, yes.
సో నేను అడిగేది ఏంటంటే ఈ ట్రైనింగ్ తర్వాత ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూ కాన్ఫిడెంట్ రావాలి, తర్వాత మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ డెఫినెట్ గా మీ సైడ్ నుంచి రావాలి. ఎందుకంటే బికాజ్ యు ఆర్ మై ట్రైనర్,
Yeah,
బికాజ్
yeah,
యూ హ్యావ్ 9 years ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, దట్ మీన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ నాలెడ్జ్ దాన్ అస్ కంపేర్ టు అస్.
yeah,
సో
yeah, definitely.
ఒక రకమైన కాన్ఫిడెంట్ మాకు బిల్డ్ అవ్వాలి. అంటే నేను ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తుంది కాన్ఫిడెంట్ బిల్డ్ కోసం.
అంటే
ఎందుకంటే
ఇట్స్ టూ ఎర్లీ టు డిస్కస్ ఆన్ దట్ వెంకట్.
కరెక్ట్.
ఎందుకు అంటే ఆఫ్టర్ నేను ఇప్పటికి చెప్తాను, నేను ఇప్పటికీ ఐ వర్క్ యాజ్ అన్ లెక్చరర్ ఆల్సో, అసిస్టెంట్ ప్రొఫెసర్ గా కూడా పనిచేస్తాను. ఓకే, ద సేమ్ జోష్ వాట్ యు హ్యావ్ ఆన్ దిస్ టుడే, ఇఫ్ యు మెయింటైన్ ఆన్ 40th డే దెన్ వి డిస్కస్.
డెఫినెట్లీ.
ఓకే,
యా.
మీరు అది చూపించి అందుకే నేను అనింది మాకు ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఇప్పుడు ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే FI 8 months అంటారు కోర్సే, ఇప్పుడు 5 months